Hello there, and welcome back to Tower of Fantasy. Today we're going to be continuing on with the story after last time's cool boss battle. But before we do anything, we have got... how do I even do this again? Uh-oh. It's been a while. Is it circle? Circle. We have got enough for an SSR on our gold pools. So we're going to do that real quick. Let's just do it. Who are we going to get? We just don't want Cobalt. Cobalt is the only one we don't want. Because we just have too many of her and we're not actually using her either. So, yeah. Okay, purple on the first one, that's fine. Can deal with the purple, yep. Now, is this the one that should be the gold? I think this one should be the gold. I think. It might be the next one. I can't remember. It was probably this one. Right, who we got? Let's build suspense. Okay. Wait, how do I don't want to skip all of them. Okay. Okay, so not cobalt. Just not cobalt. Okay, we got a pepper. Pepper is fine. Nope. And it is... Okay, cool. It's not, like, the best outcome, but it's an SSR, and I think we're just at 1 star now, I think, for her. So yeah, that's fine. We're at 1 star for humor. We have 2 more temples, I think. Let's just double check. Yeah, our pity has now reset, so odds of us getting a gold off of this are slim, but you never know. You never know. But hey, a C1 humor, that's not, like, terrible, I don't think. I don't actually know what it even gives her, to be honest with you. Okay, that's purple. And it's just 1 purple, whoops. And now for the final one. What we got? What we got? Okay. I'm hoping for like 2 purples. Just a 1. But that's okay. That's okay. Right, we're down to 0 now. We're at 130. I think that's enough to buy someone from the store, but I think we're actually going to save because I think I want to get her. I want to get her as my next SSR, but like obviously I can't guarantee that, so it's just random at this point. Maybe at some point they'll do a weapon choice again, but I do want to get her. It might come up, or I might put together a normal comp, maybe. I haven't fully decided yet. I'm still undecided on whether I'm going to pull on the ice character that's coming out as well, or whether I'm going to wait for the altered character, or perhaps even the altered rerun, maybe. But maybe what I'll do is I'll try her out in the training area and just see if I like the move set, and if I do, then we'll pull on the ice character. But yeah. Right, so we're going to the Furnace Core site, which is right here, because I have positioned us as such. So yeah, last time we fought like a geisha robot, which had become like corrupted by the abyssant thingy-majiggies. I can't really remember the exact lore behind it, but the interesting thing is it was trying to communicate with us, but the sort of like the official statement was that it can't happen, basically. So maybe someone's trying to cover something up. Who knows? Either way, it was fun. What is this? This doesn't look very... This doesn't look good. What are we doing here? I mean, I think we've already established everyone in this world is stupid, so they're probably doing something stupid there. Cutscene time.
Miss Lynn, let's go in.
Don't forget what I told you before you slept.
I remember.
Then wait here for me. I'll be right out.
Uh-huh.
Let's go then.
I've forgotten what we're actually doing, so that's making all of this seem a lot less important than it probably is.
Let's go.
I told you this looked dodgy. It's doing dodgy things. She doesn't seem too bothered, though.
Ruby?
Okay. Okay. Cool. Go to Cloud Top. You better believe we're going to go to Cloud Top. Okay, so she saw what was going on, but just sort of ignored it in a sort of a carefree manner, I guess. So yeah, something's going to go wrong with this device in the middle, probably. I've never been here before. This is like a brand new location, right? Maybe? Robot security guards, that's never good. I've seen iRobot. Never turns out well if you have robot security. In fact, those robots weren't even security, they were just household robots, and they went bad. So...
Looks like we have two new faces in our midst.
It's our boy!
Oh, let me introduce you. These two are Executor and Shirley from District 9. This is...
Hello, I'm T-Long.
Hello!
Hey, Lyra. Why don't you come and say hi?
Greetings. I'm Lyra.
Okay.
Tianlong is District 7's High Executor and is dispatched on a mission. Ms. Lyra is the current president of the Madeline Foundation, as well as Archon Larson's special consultant. I'm sorry that my work required me elsewhere. No. Everything happened because of me. Sorry for taking up all your time.
Now that we're all here, let's get started.
Archon Larson.
I believe everyone here already knows about what happened a few days ago at the Listener Conference. Despite how the puppet singer was destroyed, and the artificial Christomax was relocated, it has a significant effect on things. Many have started questioning whether or not Miroria's defense systems are able to withstand gray space entity attacks.
No.
These concerns are understandable.
They're gonna do something stupid.
Have never happened inside Miroria. If we cannot guarantee our denizens' safety, it stands to reason that we will lose their trust.
They're gonna be like, here's a new security
Captain
system. It's
Saki
incredibly
has doubled
dangerous.
patrols in Miroria, and Lyra will be assisting in upgrading the city's current surveillance systems. However, these are but contingencies and responses to an emergency incident. We need to prevent similar situations from taking place in the future. Lin, Captain Saki Fuwa should have already relayed the results of the investigation to you. Would you please explain why you concealed the fact that the puppet singer could communicate with you? And what exactly did it say to you?
Now that the Security Special Forces reports are out, there's nothing more I could say other than... I'm sorry, Archon Larson. I concealed it not because I have an agenda or harbor ill will. There are just some things that I feel are not ready for the public eye.
Forgive me for being frank, Miss.
Okay.
This thing has profound influences. If we can't work together and solve this crisis together, I'm afraid...
Archon Larson, please let me handle the follow-up to this incident. I promise I'll present a satisfactory answer to everyone. I'll just need some extra time.
Lin, I've trusted you, and I'm willing to believe that there is a reason for your actions. However, I cannot allow you to put the whole city in danger.
Archon Larson is responsible for the safety of the entire city. Please understand that, Lin.
It spoke Ruby's name. That's the kid who hangs around you. The Security Special Forces have completed their investigation into Ruby's identity and past, and found no activities beyond the last 2 years. Lin, who is this kid?
Maybe she's like
Archon
part
Larson,
Abyssal or
I
something?
vouch for Ruby that she's always been a good kid. I'll educate her well and be held responsible for all her actions.
I don't need you to take responsibility. I only want to know what the relationship between that kid and the artificial Christomax parasitized monster is.
Security alert. All non-combatants, please proceed to the nearest safe zone.
I reckon that Ruby is like a really advanced form of what happened to the geisha robot, and she's a robot herself.
Saki Fuwa, don't worry about me.
Okay. So we have security
Captain,
alerts.
That artificial Crystamax suddenly went out of control.
Oh,
We're sending
no.
machine guards to suppress it.
No one could have predicted this.
That artificial Crystamax again. What's going on with it?
So, I mean, on the surface, it seems as though Lynn is just trying to stop panic spreading throughout the city. Maybe because she knows a bit more about what Ruby's situation is, maybe she's trying to conceal it a bit so that Ruby doesn't wind up getting hurt, possibly. Because I'm guessing Ruby has something to do with this, like, intelligence that they're displaying. Because I think that she is just like them. That's what I think the story is going to be. But that's just a prediction. I might be wrong. Okay. Dead robots.
The storage vessel for the artificial Crystamax. It's completely shattered. What happened
yeah.
here?
The machine guards couldn't stop it.
They
We
could
have
not.
to find Ruby.
The wreckage went through the room ahead.
Okay. Well, we're going to move with Lynn. She's moving quite slowly, considering her friend's in danger. Like, can you not do this? Like, I have a little speed boost button. Do you have a little speed boost button? Maybe if I, like, run at her. Oh, no. Oh, no, that makes her even slower. Okay, don't touch her. If you touch her, she stops. Dead robots. Lots of dead robots. What? Oh, they're being corrupted. Oh, it's going inside them and corrupting them. Interesting.
Don't come any closer! Lynn!
Okay. Okay. She's absorbing it.
Captain Saki Fua,
Archon Larson.
take Ruby to the infirmary and keep her safe.
Yes, sir!
Lynn, I need an explanation from you.
Okay. What?
The artificial Crystamax has caused many security incidents. I hope now you can see how this thing doesn't just affect you and Ruby, but all of us.
Archon Larson, I will give you all the information I have, but I have a request.
You can give me your demands, but I can't promise anything.
I need you to give me your word that you'll assure Ruby's safety after hearing what I have to say. Ruby is not really a human. She's the result of an experiment trying
Boom.
to use humans and
Kind of
poisonous
called it.
entities.
What?
Sort of.
Ruby? She's...
An artificial gray space entity. Just like what Dr. Clive did.
To a certain extent, yes. Ruby and the artificial gray space entity in the listener testing ground are the same. That artificial Crystamax may be attracted to Ruby. Do you remember who Rubelia is, Archon Larson?
Dr. Rubelia, the first supervisor of Project Listener. That kid is a true genius. If it weren't for the accident, she could have achieved much and given much to
So
Meroria.
Rubelia is the like
An
wing
accident?
person, the person with the
2
wings,
years ago,
right?
in a routine collection mission on the surface, Rubelia went missing in a gray space entity attack. Her project was then handed off to Dr. Clive, who used to be her assistant.
Wait. What happened to Dr. Rubelia took place 2 years ago. And that's also when Ruby appeared in Meroria. Ruby? Rubelia?
Rubelia used her own genetic code to fuse with the gray space entity in the
Oh.
experiment.
Okay, maybe not.
That's how Ruby was born.
Fusing human DNA with that of the gray space entity is directly forbidden by Archon Harunobu. What Dr. Rubelia did was Madness!
Since her father died, Rubilia's been running those forbidden experiments in her secret lab. I only learned of it when I found her journal by accident. I put a stop to her experiments and sealed off the lab. Out of many concerns, I didn't make it public. Instead, I exiled Rubilia out of Meroria.
You mean she didn't go missing because of the gray space entity attack, but it was by your orders?
Yes, I only wanted this thing to go away at the time. Rubilia's experiments were too extreme. I didn't know what would happen if they went public, so I leveraged my position to conceal it all.
If Rubilia really did create a superior Abyssal with human intelligence and in human form, but outside of human control, it would be a great disaster for all mankind.
That is true.
Lynn, how many like Ruby are out there? Are there any in this city that remain undiscovered?
Archon Larson, Ruby is the only test subject left alive. She possesses a human mind. I can assure you that she'll not lose control and become a monster and threaten the safety of everyone.
Even if you can prove that Ruby doesn't pose a threat, there's been no change in her situation after she absorbed that artificial Crystamax. We cannot be certain if she'll be affected or controlled by the Crystamax. Lynn, Executor, and Shirley, please stay here. I'll decide the next course of action after they run a full checkup on Ruby.
Larson, I only wish for Ruby to be treated as a human, not a monster locked up in a cage and studied in a lab.
I have my own thoughts on this, but I can assure you that Ruby will be safe. Captain Saki Fuwa, with me.
I can see where he's coming from, to be fair. Like, Saki Fuwa escorts Ruby and the frightened staff away, then cleans the mess at the scene. A few hours later, Saki Fuwa brings Ruby's findings over. Okay. Alright, it's time to figure out. Yeah, like, as I say, I can get where, like, the head guy is coming from. Like, after the damage that these, like, monsters have done in the past, you know, even if Lynn's intentions are good, it's still potentially dangerous. So I do get it. I do get it.
Ruby is still in a coma. We did a full examination on her, but due to her unique physical conditions, we cannot assess her status using normal human standards. Dr. Clive is assessing Ruby's situation, but he informed us that it might be difficult to do so with our current technology, since she's the first human hybrid.
Yeah.
Lynn, there must be some research data left behind in Rubilia's lab, right?
Yes, even though I sealed off the lab, I did not destroy the research data. I planned on revealing the whole thing once Project Listener made some progress.
Of course you did.
We're facing a problem, and the redacted data may hold the key to solving it. We cannot wait any longer. Only you know the location of the lab, Lynn. I will need you to take a team and retrieve the research data.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll send someone to go with you. The safety of Meroria hangs in the balance, and we cannot afford another accident.
Sweet. I think there's someone laying off fireworks outside. Kind of crazy. It's not even dark. Hey, it's our boy.
Archon Larson has told me all about it. Miss Lynn, it seems like you've kept quite a number of things from us.
Looks interesting.
Long? Miss Lyra.
Lynn, long time no see.
Miss Lyra will remain in Meroria to assist us with this investigation. Tian Long will go with you to the restricted experiment zone.
He looks kind of
Lynn,
evil.
do not disappoint us again.
I wouldn't say she's disappointed anyone. I think she,
You got Archon Larson so mad?
If you have time to chit-chat, why don't you contribute to planning our next move?
Huh. Yeah, he's not how I expected him to be. I thought he was going to be like a sort of a really honourable sounding dude from his like banner pictures and stuff. But he seems a little bit more like carefree and almost cocky. Well, I don't know about cocky.
Huh. Looks like we're the ones tasked with this special op. Captain Lynn,
laid back.
Dangerous mission will we be going on this time?
Why so serious? We're just investigating an abandoned lab, aren't we?
Huh? Archon Larson recalled me for an emergency situation. And it turned out to be such a simple mission?
Your mission is not just to assist with the investigation, but to keep an eye on me. I am now in your charge.
Miss Lin, that's not a nice thing to say. I'm only here to help you complete the mission. And that's all.
Miss Lin, what do we have to know about that lab?
There are no security systems installed in the lab, but it holds a great number of gray space entity samples. The samples should either be in stasis or deceased, but we really don't have enough information. Stay vigilant. I've relayed the lab coordinates to you. Make sure you've received them. If there are no further questions, let's head out.
Okay. Sweet. So we're going to find out hopefully a little bit more about Tianlang. Maybe a little bit more about Lyra as well. And obviously a lot about Ruby and Lin. So yeah, this is cool. I'm liking where it's going at the moment. I'm sure Rubilia is the one with the wings, you know. I'm pretty sure that that was her name. Wait, do I actually have to go to reception? Hang on, I'm going to do this like this way. Because last time I was teleporting around and I like missed a single waypoint that was in the entrance to this place. And it didn't serve any purpose other than to move the waypoint to the next location, but because I didn't hit that waypoint, it didn't progress. So I went out into the desert and it was telling me to go back to Meroria, and I was just like, come on. I'm highly curious about what else the desert like holds, because it can't just all be like desert. Like there's got to be like more to it, I think. I kind of want everything to be a bit more tanky. But I also don't want to, like, make everything too strong. Do you know what I mean? Because, I mean, like, this guy's okay. Oh, no, he isn't. Alright. Wait, what? Where are you? I said I wasn't going to do any of this treasure hunting stuff in the episodes, but I'm about to be attacked by a small spider. I wish to go and get this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It seems a bit silly. We're getting more flora though, now that we're going like under. Kind of like it. This spider wants something from me, which is a bit... Oh, okay, it's above us. I think we can... Maybe? Yes. Oh no! Evil! Evil, get up! Okay, there we go, we did it. Right. I don't know where the map thing is. They're usually, like, pretty close. Wait, how is it all the way up there? Ah, it's like a secret entrance. I guess that needs lightning to... Wait, beetroot? Beetroot. Okay.
This is the entrance to the lab.
That was something.
Well, this is a secluded place. I'm impressed that Rubilia could find it.
Before Rubilia repurposed it into her lab, it used to be an abandoned factory. I'll take you straight to the testing labs. Stay close, and don't wander off.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, ma'am, sir. Enter the area.
The lab's
We're doing
primary
fine.
power has been cut. We'll need to restore the lighting first.
Alright, let's do it. Okay. Oh, hello. So they have like data on a bunch of different
This was used
creatures.
as a showroom for data on Phase 1 of Project Listener. Even though the information is already public, you can still take a look around if you want.
Is that what we're... Okay, I guess we're just like looking at stuff, so... Um, okay, the first arachnids we captured. As expected, we obtained some good data. I need some more specimens like this. Cool. Off target. The possibility of incubation is practically zero. Have I failed? Not really. It's a success in verifying that this path is unfeasible. Not bad. I'm much better at consoling myself than studying gray-space entities. And that's a chimera egg. Okay. A highly rated body I went to great lengths to obtain. Its actual compatibility didn't meet my expectations. Does rating not correlate to compatibility? My search direction has struck a dead end again. And that was just one of those dog things. Oh. Booty shot. Always with the booty shots.
How many things did Rubilia hide in here?
The entire Project Listener Phase 1 research is here. We're only seeing a small part of it.
Oh.
Look
I'm not
out.
sure this is good. So it's just gonna like spawn stuff. Oh.
You better be careful.
He is cool. I do like him a lot.
It's not over yet.
I wonder if it will let us play as him in this fight. I know we've got him already, but nah, it doesn't look like it. Ooh. You know, I don't know why I'm not opening with this. Ow. So have some paintbrush. Paintbrush is very strong.
The gray space entities may still be active here.
Maybe a test subject got free. Stay on your toes, and prepare for any surprise attack from gray space entities. The lower labs are right up ahead. Follow me.
Okay. My character is such a midget in the cutscenes, it's so weird. Like, I'm just as tall as Tian Lung when I'm like in the world, and I'm taller than Shirley, definitely. Oh, good.
This place gives me the chills.
And some of them are broken as well, so that's nice.
The gray space entities in stasis were key subjects used for Rubilia's research. We may be able to find some clues that I missed previously.
Why does he look so evil? Okay, check the stasis chambers. Let's do it. It's a test subject, conventional ecological unit, compatibility verified. Okay. Huh. I mean, this one is broken. I'm probably going to have a look at that in a sec. Compatibility verified. Has all of, like, whether they're a threat and things like that. Tank damaged. Please access the on-site situations. Please assess the on-site situation. Am I meant to be examining any in particular, do we think? Or... Oops, I just tried to climb it. A special gray space entity is suspected to possess the ability to camouflage and high-speed division and multiplication. Okay. Same.
There are only some research samples here. The key research data is kept in Rubilia's quarters. Follow me.
This is very cool. Like, I like the aesthetic of this. Like, it makes me happy when they get environmental design right in this game, because it's one of the things that they're sort of a bit hit and miss on, I think. Whereas, like, you know, Genshin and Star Rail are a lot more, like, polished, I would say. I think this game is a little rough around the edges, but it's really nice when you go into, like, a big space like this, and it kind of, like... I don't know, there's a really good sense of scale, and there's a good sense of atmosphere as well, which I really like.
That small room ahead is Rubilia's living quarters.
Is Dr. Rubilia living there all by herself?
No way. There's no way we can get through so many gray space entities.
She's no mad scientist. They were just things that she had to do. Let's head inside. Maybe we'll find some useful information.
Did that Tianlong line sound really weird to anyone else? Was that just me? So this is where she's been living. What are we doing? We're just checking the room. Oh, okay, she does actually have a living quarter. It looks like. Computer. Experiment log. Among all of the human-derived samples, one finally successfully completed the Christomax chimerism and embryonic transformation. I shall call her Ruby. I finally did it, but I don't feel the satisfaction of success. I will never forget what I have done, the unforgivable sins I have committed. Huh. Okay. Interesting. And I guess this is kind of where she grew up a little bit, I guess. Like little drawings of her. Like they played noughts and crosses, or maybe she played noughts and crosses either on her own or with her robot, maybe? Is this an actual mirror? It is indeed. Whoa. And wait a minute. This mirror can see through walls. Holy crap! Is this one of her technological advancements? Because look, there he is. It's the boy I just saw through the wall. And then she's got... Oh, wow. Yeah, she has a tank with grey space entities. I probably should have looked here first, shouldn't I? What's this? Someone must have knocked it over in a hurry. Okay. Oh, give me the... An ordinary locker. It's empty inside. Okay. Yeah, let's have a read of the computers, I guess. Not that one, that one. Experiment log. The second state of ex vivo cultivation has already been completed for this batch of samples. They displayed excellent growth overall, and no other homologous batches exhibited grey matter. All experimental data has been recorded and prepared for transfer to the overpressure serum gradient test. Experiment log. The results indicate that the fusion tissue cultivation has basically solved the issue of substrate degradation, and that the original catalyst has completed self-replication. However, stellate cell induction is not entirely effective, and the combination of fusion tissue and ligand structures is not ideal. The plan to introduce human-derived cells will be delayed. Okay. It seems to be some kind of experimental device that's emitting a faint buzzing noise. And then we've got the final computer, which is next to where Shirley's standing. Experiment log. Test subject G4-9B1. After plasmid electrical stimulation, it has the ability to quickly divide and proliferate. What's most notable is that this ability can be safely controlled. This can allow me to experiment again and again. Oh, so the one that can divide, it was a result of her experimenting on them. Because we fought that one that made like copies of itself, right? Yeah, okay, so she's just used it as like a way to experiment freely without worrying about killing things. 7-day survival rate of the first batch of human-derived samples is close to 100%, but less than 17% successfully completed stellate cell differentiation. The predictive model established in the earlier stages of the research can no longer be relied on. I need to reformulate the substrate and attempt to construct an environment more suitable for the growth of human-derived samples. I need to continue to monitor those samples that were successful in stellate cell differentiation, on which I have already observed some unsettling phenomena. Oh my, what am I doing? That's not a good thing to say when you're a scientist. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Right? Do we actually just like talk to people? What have you found? Bloody nothing. Literally bloody nothing. Would you believe? I'm just gonna walk on her desk. Maybe that'll help. Lynn? There must be important clues in here. Okay. Did we not? What did you find? Freaking, oh, okay, a plant. A common plant. It seems to have been genetically modified, as it can maintain its vitality even if no one takes care of it. Okay. Okay, so there was something in here then? Okay, random. The first place I went. Literally the first place I went.
What would I tell Archon Larson if I were to go back empty-handed? What is this?
Features do not match. Verification failed.
Move out of the way.
Features do not match. Verification failed.
It's a magic mirror that is also a door.
Retrieving alternative data. Features match. Identity verified.
Okay. It appears to be a giant cube. My midget character is, something.
Lynn, Rubilia left this lockbox for you, didn't she? We all saw it.
Rubilia has never mentioned anything about it to me. This lockbox.
It's really well hidden. Wonder what's in there. Now I'm curious.
I'm not sure what's inside. The internal workings of this lockbox are extremely intricate. Opening it by force will likely damage the content inside.
We better take the lockbox back to Miroria first, and see what Archon Larson wants to do with it.
Fine. You keep the lockbox safe, Tianlong. This may be the most valuable find in this investigation of ours.
Fine, fine. At least it's something to tell Archon Larson.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it was just like a storage closet for the lockbox. And what, we're going back out? Oh, yep, okay. There's got to be a fight scene in here, surely. Yeah. I might turn the... Oh my god, what was his face doing? Was he yawning?
The Cray Space entity in that stasis chamber is gone!
That was quiet.
Be on your guard.
I really do think if they could iron out the technical issues, this game would really be, like, magical. It's like, for me, I don't know how it is for you guys, but for me, my audio is a bit scuffed here. My character's not even facing the right way. Okay. Oh, there he is. Hey. Upon fully charging, actively shatter it to reduce charging speed. Okay. Ow. No. And it's a real shame that he can't hurt me. Oh. Okay. Missed me. Whoa, what's he doing? What's my boy doing? Oh, take cover. Nice. Hey, pal. He's very slow. Oof. What's he crawling on? There we go, we've almost got him. Oh. I never used this attack correctly. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Man, I really don't want to stay here a second longer than I have to.
The facilities have not been maintained for a long time. Test subjects may have gotten free as well.
That one was a little bit janky. I didn't love that one. Man, I really wish I could turn the enemy's damage up just like a little bit, so I actually have to think about what I'm doing. Because, I can just survive anything. My damage at the moment is kind of fine, because I've not really built my characters at all, so it's just kind of like, I'm dealing minimal damage, basically. Don't really know what the solution is, to be honest with you. Like, I could turn my difficulty up again, but then I think I would risk making everything too tanky inside the boss battles and things like that. But yeah, that was fine. Like, I enjoyed, like, the bits where the boss was, like, jumping around and doing its thing. It's just that it didn't really obviously deal any damage to me, so it was kind of like, yeah. Apparently I have enough to wish. Black nucleus. Sure, let's just do it. Bit of a random one here, but... It's gonna be blue, I can tell already. Well, I tell you. I know this game. Ooh, bike. Or is that just a very weird car? No, that's a bike. That sounds like a bike. Cool, that was nothing. What's next on my list of nonsense? To the lab. At least we're slowly getting introduced to all of the characters now, though, which is good.
Saki? How's Ruby?
There is no sign of her waking up yet, but all the numbers show her to be in a stable condition, with no fluctuations. Lynn, did you get what you need?
We've found a lockbox left behind by Rubilia. We are just about to give Archon Larson a report.
Archon Larson is still awaiting updates at Cloud Top. Go. I'll stand guard here. I'll notify you as soon as there's any news on Ruby.
Cool.
Thanks, Saki. Let's go.
One thing I will say is I'm not very clear on how far through the story I am with this place. When I was in Asperia, like, it was kind of obvious when I was getting to the end. With this one, I don't know if I've made any real progress. Like, it's kind of like I could be right at the beginning still, I could be approaching the halfway point. For all I know, this could be the very last thing in the entire story. It's probably not that, but we're certainly giving it a go. Are these two researchers still standing there? Ah, yes, 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 it's gone. Yes, nothing in there. Yes, what are we staring at? Absolutely nothing. Ah, yes, I agree, sir. Right. Council chamber. You know, I can just... Oh, I don't have the right weapon equipped. Away we go. I think this is faster. I don't know. Everybody's here. Oh, I'm standing on the cube.
Is there anything else you can do with the lockbox Rubilia left behind?
I'm sorry, Archon Larson. Rubilia never said anything about a lockbox to me. It was Tian Long who found the hidden compartment inside by accident.
It'll all be for nothing if we can't find any clues to open this lockbox.
Archon Larson, this lockbox's model was widely used in the Madelin Foundation. Maybe I can attempt to decode it without corrupting the data inside.
Miss Lyra, how confident are you?
Don't worry, Archon Larson. I'll immediately stop whatever I'm doing if something goes wrong, to ensure the data inside remains intact. Miss Lin?
Please.
Okay. I'm standing on it still. I think it was rotating me as well, which is quite funny. Oh, what's she doing? Oh my god. Oop. I mean, I could have done that. I can't believe it worked. Maybe.
The data stored inside doesn't seem to have been fully deciphered.
We went through everything for this?
I'm still just like, I'm just rotating around on the cube, don't mind me. Alright, I'll talk to Lyra.
Miss Lin, the data inside the lockbox is incomplete. I cannot decode anything more from it.
Only a blurry video clip? Miss Lyra, could some data be corrupted during the decoding process?
No, I assure you, there's nothing I did that would have compromised the data inside. What we saw was the entirety of the data.
Why did Dr. Rubilia leave a piece of meaningless info in a hidden compartment? Tian Long, did you find anything else noteworthy on site?
Unless there are more hidden compartments. But Rubilia doesn't seem like a person who'd bother with it. Right, Lin?
Sorry, but I don't have anything for you at the moment, Archon Larson. Please excuse me. I'll need some time to think.
We'll call it a day for now. Dr. Clive, you and your team have to decipher and learn what you can from the data retrieved by Lin and Tian Long, ASAP.
Yes, sir.
As for the lockbox, I'll ask our technicians to restore the data and hope for the best.
Okay. Right, what are we doing? Okay, so we've got to talk to Lin. Is that you, Lin? No, that's Saki. You know what? Yeah, we'll come back to it next episode, I think. We'll start with this conversation. We unfortunately won't have any wishes to do because it'll probably all be in the same recording session, so I won't have, like, grinded anything. But yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for watching. You know what, shall I give a quick roundup of what I thought of this? I mean, I've kind of said everything that I wanted to say. I think the story's still very interesting. I'm enjoying the story a lot. It's definitely not as grating as like something like Genshin or even Honkai Star Rail, which so far has actually been going at an okay pace, but like, yeah, I think this is like a better pace than either one of those games. Again, it's literally just like little technical issues that are kind of like this game's downfall, I think. As long as the technical issues are funny, I say keep them in. But sometimes they're just a bit like immersion breaking and just not fun. Like, the way that boss was moving around just looked really weird at times, the one that we were fighting towards the end. He was like climbing on nothing, which looked really, really strange. And then obviously again the difficulty balancing. I really wish they'd sort that out, but I don't really know what the solution is, to be honest with you. Maybe I just need to get my character build together a little bit more and actually like up the difficulty properly. But I don't know for certain. I don't know. Okay, so now thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Farewell.